Hey everyone, welcome back to Notice This. I'm Kat and this is the channel where I talk about all things lien rights. Today we are going to Oregon, and Oregon is not one that is going to wait a business week for you to protect your lien rights. So if you work in construction and Oregon is on your map, you might want to buckle up because Oregon does not play when it comes to preliminary notices. Like other states, they give you time to think a little bit about it, but Oregon just gives you time to blink. And if you blink too long, then congrats, you've just lost your lien rights. So here's the headline rule. And yes, this applies to almost everyone. If you're a subcontractor or supplier on any private project in Oregon, so residential or commercial, then you must send an information notice to owner within, drumroll please, 8 days of first furnishing labor or materials. 8. Not 8 business days, not when accounting catches up, and not once the job number gets approved. Just 8 days. Oregon basically says if you showed up and you dropped material, even if you thought about doing some work, you should have probably already sent the notice. This is why Oregon is lovingly known as the send your notice yesterday state. So what is this notice anyway? The information notice to owner, or the preliminary notice, tells the property owner, hey, just a heads up, I'm on your project, I expect to get paid, and I have lien rights if things go sideways. It's not aggressive and it's not a threat. It's literally Oregon just saying we want owners to know who's on their property before someone slaps a lien on it. Think of it as a name tag that says, hi, I'm here, please don't forget me when checks go out. Thank you. Now here's where people get burnt. If you send the notice late, you don't lose all your lien rights, but you do lose lien rights for anything done before the notice went out. So let's just say you start work, you're busy, everyone swears payment is coming, and you finally send the notice on day 20. Oregon looks at that and says, cool, you can lien from day 20 and forward. Everything before that, it's not lienable, it's not protected, and it's gone forever. So Oregon does not care that you're busy or does not care that accounting was slow. Oregon absolutely does not care that this has never been an issue before. We've all heard that one before. So let's talk public projects. Schools, roads, government buildings. Here's the surprise. A preliminary notice is not required in Oregon for public projects. So cue everyone relaxing. But wait a second. Even though it's not required, it is still highly recommended because it keeps the GC and everyone else on the project aware of you. It helps preserve your bond claim, and it just prevents you from being mysteriously forgotten when payments start flying. So no, you don't have to send it, but yes, you probably still should, as always. It's kind of like a seatbelt. You might survive without it, but why risk it anyways? General contractors, don't click away. This part is for you. On residential projects, Oregon requires GCs to provide specific notices and disclosures to the owner at the time of contracting. Oregon is very big on owners should know exactly who's working on their house and who might have lien rights. So yes, even the GC has homework, and yes, Oregon expects it to be done before work starts. I guess Oregon doesn't really trust anyone, and everyone gets paperwork. Fun state. So let's talk lien timelines, because the prelim is just step 1. In Oregon, you generally have 75 days from last day of labor or materials to record your lien. Then you have 120 days after recording to start a foreclosure action, if it comes to that. But, and this is the part that people miss, none of this matters if the preliminary notice wasn't sent within those first 8 days. So no notice on private projects, no lien. Oregon just kind of shuts the door. Let's make this painfully real. You start work April 1st and you send your notice on April 18th. Only work performed after April 18th is lienable. So everything before that, it's not protected, it's not included, and you kind of just work for free if things go south. This is why in Oregon, the notice should be sent basically at the same time you unload tools, you drop materials, or even step foot on a site. Send the notice. So here is your Oregon cheat sheet. 8-day preliminary notice on all private projects. Late notice equals partial lien rights, and no notice equals no lien rights. Public projects, not required, but smart and highly recommended. Liens, 75 days from last furnishing, and foreclosure, 120 days after recording. So if you take nothing else away, always remember, Oregon is not flexible, not forgiving, and wants your paperwork immediately. So thank you for watching another episode of Notice This. Like, subscribe, and send this to the subcontractor who thinks deadlines are a suggestion. As always, hope is not a strategy. See you in the next date.